probably already know that tortoises are one of the longest living animals in the world. But have you ever wondered why? I mean, there are plenty of other species out there that seem like they'd be well suited to long lives, like certain whales, parrots, and humans. So why do tortoises get to live so long? It turns out that while these guys may look like they're moving at a glacial pace, they're actually onto something when it comes to living longer than almost any other animal on Earth. In fact, some of them can live for more than 200 years. Hi, and welcome to this channel. Today we're answering the question, why do tortoises live so long? If you've ever seen a tortoise lumbering along, you've probably noticed that they don't seem to be in a hurry. In fact, they seem to take their time with literally everything they do. And that laid-back approach to life may be the secret to their longevity. Compared to most other animals, tortoises have very slow metabolisms. And while that might make them seem lazy, it's likely one of the factors that lets them live so long. That is, because the rate at which an animal's body uses energy is closely tied to its lifespan. And the slower the metabolism, the longer the animal tends to live. For example, a small bird with a fast metabolism and an active lifestyle typically lives only a few years. But a large tortoise with a much slower metabolism can live for more than a century. And the reason why tortoises have such slow metabolisms in the first place seems to be related to the amount of energy they need to stay warm. Unlike mammals who generally stay warm by being active and generating heat inside their body, tortoises are what's called a cold-blooded or ectothermic species. This means that they rely on the sun to warm their body. And because of this, they just don't burn through energy the way mammals do. But having a super slow metabolism isn't the only thing that helps tortoises live for so long. Their DNA also plays a major role. In fact, some of their genes may have a big impact on how they age. In 2019, researchers compared the genomes of red-eared sliders, which typically live for around 30 years, and the much longer-lived Galapagos giant tortoises. They found that some of the genes associated with aging and metabolism differed between the two species. One of these genes was a tumor suppressor gene called IGF-1. In short, this gene helps keep cell growth under control and prevents tumors from developing. Over millions of years, the tortoise's IGF-1 genes turned off certain chemical modifications that would normally speed up their metabolism. By doing so, they were able to grow larger without also growing faster. And since slowing down your metabolism is one of the keys to a long life, it makes sense that this is the gene that helped our shelled friends become the long-lived species we know today. In fact, this genetic change may have been one of the reasons why tortoises split off from their slider cousins and evolved into their own group about 100 million years ago. And finally, tortoises may live so long because they have so few predators. As a general rule, animals that live in environments where they regularly hunted tend to have shorter lifespans than those without predators or those that live in places where there are many predators around. That's because being constantly on the lookout for predators takes a lot of energy, which speeds up metabolism and accelerates aging. Since tortoises don't spend much energy dodging speedy predators, they're able to live longer than their more speedy relatives. So there you have it. The secret to a long life, according to tortoises: slow down, turn off some genes, and find a nice sunny spot to hang out in. Well, maybe not that simple, but these are definitely some factors that help them live for more than 200 years. Speaking of 200 years, we've been on this platform for 15 of those, so thanks for helping us reach this milestone. And thanks for watching.